Welcome back to Truth Seekers, Part 3 of 3, a new one world government. What will propel the nations of the world into a one world government? What is the incentive for a one world government? It will take a world crisis of immense proportion to rally the world together to combat a universal threat. People will be encouraged to lay aside their national patriarchal ideas and become members of a new world order, citizens of the world. Citizens of the world. Media propaganda is designed to condition us to the idea of being citizens of the world, as opposed to being nationalistic and self-determinational. COVID-19 is a huge experiment in the psychology of forced unity. We, the citizens of the world, must stand together in unity against our invisible virus enemy. We must all stand together, but not too close, to fight the virus. If we stand together and lock ourselves up in our houses, then we will come through this together. This is Big Brother propaganda. Citizens of the world, we all stand together. Citizens of the world. As citizens of the world, we must all stand together. Even the freedom of thought and speech will be curtailed. We will have to think and behave in the way the state has decreed. Anyone who does not conform to the principles of the one world government will be seen as enemies of the state. If we refuse to be vaccinated and implanted with AI, we'll be exiled from society, labeled as a traitor, dissident, a rebel of all that is supposedly good in the world. Order out of chaos. Order out of chaos is the modus operandi of the Illuminati. They create a chaotic situation and then soon after offer a solution to the same chaos they created. They do this to win over the hearts and minds of ignorant people. The Illuminati are seen as saviors who save people from the crisis. The chaos. The COVID-19 pandemic is the orchestration of the initial stage of chaos. A secondary stage of even greater chaos is the world financial meltdown. The order. The solution to the pandemic is the much awaited vaccine. And the solution to the financial crisis is the cashless society. In this way, they gain more control over the world, and we, the masses, lose more of our freedom. This is the emblem which represents order out of chaos. This is the Masonic symbol of, in the Latin words, Ordo ab chao, the double-headed eagle, which represents the left head being the evil path and the right head being the good path. It implies that evil is needed to create good. A totalitarian monocracy. Here we see a mural in 1995 in the ominous Denver airport. It shows a soldier wearing a gas mask, an eerie prediction to the biological warfare we now find ourselves in. The New World Order government will not be democratic, but rather autocratic. The lockdown protocols we are witnessing now with the pandemic is conditioning and programming people to accept a more totalitarian lifestyle in the future. The COVID-19 lockdown. Isn't it amazing how effectively the elite have infringed on our human liberties and have effectively placed the entire world under house arrest? During the lockdown, we have instantly transformed from a democratic society into a totalitarian monocracy. Whether we will fully return to the freedoms we enjoyed in the past is debatable. Big Brother is watching you. George Orwell, 1984. The futuristic purgatory described in George Orwell's book, 1984, is growing more haunting as his novel unfolds before our very eyes. A totalitarian monocracy. In order for there to be a one-world government, leaders of sovereign countries will have to relinquish their power to the supreme leader of the world. Each continent on Earth will eventually have one leader over the whole continent. These six leaders of the Earth will then concede to the great world leader. A supernatural leader. It is very possible that the supreme leader of Earth will be otherworldly and will have supernatural abilities. He will be given complete authority to rule the world as a dictator. Artificial intelligence will be fully utilized to control all people who have been implanted with the electronic microchip. A new one world religion. The great leader of the world will not only rule over all, but will be worshipped as a god by all. He will convert and persuade all religions that he is their long-awaited Messiah, the Savior of the world. He will be the Jesus of Christianity, the Muhammad of Islam, the Messiah of the Jews, the Buddha of Buddhism. All religions will be united under his leadership. He will bring peace and harmony to the world. To all those who love truth, may I encourage you to take heart in these evil days. Never give up and never surrender. Love will always triumph over evil. Light will always overcome darkness. And liberty will always overcome tyranny. Even the smallest person can change the course of the future.
I cannot do this alone. You are a ring bearer, Frodo. To bear a ring of power is to be alone.
This is Nenya, the Ring of Adamant, and I am its keeper.
This task was appointed to you, and if you do not find a way, no one will. Then I know what I must do. It's just... I'm afraid to do it. Even the smallest person can change the course of the future. Farewell, Frodo Baggins. I give you the light of Erennian, our most beloved star. May it be a light for you in dark places when all other lights go out.
Live long and prosper. Please visit our website